Don't sue me because I'm just going to say allegedly right now. So, and they're screaming, bro. And they're like, ah,
Yeah.
bro, I'm telling you now, it would take a hydraulic press to my bollocks, bro, before I ever let out a scream like that.
Yeah. Round ripped all my trousers. I'm not even joking, right? My trouser got caught in the chain. It split like this. I knew you was on the phone before that.
Welcome back to episode 17 of the Glass House podcast. First of all, it is roasting in this room. It's so hot. So the window's open, and it just happened to be living in an area where people like to be loud on their fucking motorbikes because they got massive dongs in their cars. And if you hear random people screaming, you know, it's whatever.
It's not somebody in the basement, basically.
Yeah. It's just the area I live in, unfortunately. But yeah, but welcome back. Anyway, it's been a while since we've been in this room. I think like
Feels weird.
It's been like about 2.5 weeks.
No,
well, about 2 weeks.
Since we done one in this room, me and you.
Yeah.
No, 3.
3.
Yeah, because we
Well, it kind of been 3, could it?
Oh, maybe then.
Yeah, so we did obviously biggest foot instead in the diff.
Oh, man, what a guy.
What a guy. I actually got something funny to tell you about him as well. And obviously we did the episode with old Cap. So make sure if you haven't seen those after this episode, make sure you go watch them. And while you're here, if you can, please drop a like on the video. And if you haven't already, and this is the second, maybe the third, fourth time you've seen us, subscribe. That would be nice and it'll help us. But yeah, in the week, we hit 500 subs.
It's crazy, man.
Get in.
Crazy.
So a new thing that just came out with the YouTube partner program.
I was literally about to get... Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the new thing with the YouTube partner program will allow us to, I think next month is when they're doing it, to have channel members. So it's like a monthly pay thing. And basically I can set like what the exclusive stuff you can get, maybe like early access to videos and things like that. And yeah, so...
What about ding dong pics?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
No ding dong pics.
Okay.
Butthole pics, please. But yeah. So there's that. And you can do like super chat and things like that for the stream, but that's all whatever. But to get ads on the video, we still need another 500. So yeah.
Like honestly though, like it's like so like it feels weird that like we've hit 500 subs.
Yeah.
Because it feels very, very strange that it's actually 500 subs.
Yeah. So when we've hit 1,000, we can make like 10 pence a video, and then that can then turn into £1.
We should do a live one.
A live what? Podcast.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
For maybe we'll do one for the 1,000 sub special. We'll call it the 1,000 sub special. We'll do it. But yeah, keep an eye on the channel because we are gonna do a few more videos. We are actually gonna film a part 3 of a Try Not to Laugh after this podcast. So stick around for that because that'll be out in the week. But first things first, obviously, how our week's been going. I'm gonna start. So
did you introduce us?
I think everybody knows who we are by now.
Oh,
Anthony,
enough.
Michael. But yeah, the week so far, I'm going first because I am due a baby.
Yes.
Any point now, at any point. So the due date was yesterday on the 15th. This is being filmed on the 16th. My birthday was on the 14th. I would have liked to have came on my birthday, but don't care about that. I either wanted it on my birthday or after. I wouldn't have liked it before because I just feel like, I don't know, it just takes the limelight away from their birthday. It's not like the last thing, it's like the first thing.
Oh, okay.
So I would have rather their birthday be after if it's close to it, but... Yeah, I suppose, well, the minimum is 2 weeks, right? So, got 12 days. This fucking Exto with his motorbike, I swear. He comes outside of his house and just rum rum on his motorbike and then fucks off back indoors. So, apologies if you can hear a motorbike. But yeah, so any point now, could expect a baby. 12 days minimum before, obviously, they bring it out. But yeah.
It's lovely, man. Like, you still don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl, yeah. So
yeah, I don't know what it is.
crazy.
I feel like everything. I feel like it's gonna be a girl. And the only reason why I say that is because everything has alluded to it being a boy.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So just like, I don't know. You know, like just like little things. I suppose if you always found out what you were having, right? But
well, it was a bit odd because when we took the scan, you could just like see the wood.
Yeah.
So like it was just literally as soon as it popped up on screen, there was a wood on there. So it was like, okay,
yeah,
it's a boy. And that was on the first one, not on the second one. I can't though. Like I can't wait. Like I need to know. Like I'm just that person. Like I need to know.
Nah, I suppose there's only like one thing in life that's like like a surprise, like a big surprise, isn't it? They can kind of hold out for, but I don't really care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Like the clothes and stuff. It's been kind of easy. Just everything's fucking beige and white. So
yeah.
But
no, it's good.
But yeah, if this episode is out on Monday, I probably haven't had the baby because I'm probably gonna have no time to edit. But yeah, having a baby anytime now in the next 2 weeks, and I turned 28, so it's been a fun week. How was your week, Mike?
It's been a good year for you so far.
Yeah, I still haven't got a job. No, by the way.
I know.
I still need a job.
I said,
please, anybody, please. I'll shovel your shit, please.
Listen, I said you had a good year, not a perfect year. That's just the difference.
Yeah, no, I've had a good year. I mean, I can't complain. At the end of the day, you know, like I'm just happy in life. I'm just happy with the people in and around my life. I'm happy with my current position in life. I'm happy mentally and emotionally. I'm happy physically. It could always be better, you know, but I'm just going to wait until the baby's. Actually, a fact that I found out, right? So when your girlfriend or your partner, your wife, whoever's pregnant, apparently your body produces less testosterone. It's a scientific fact. So
is it?
You produce less testosterone, and even when you're around your kids, your testosterone levels drop. It's a fun fact.
But why is that though?
I think it's to do with like, I don't know. It's like the chemical brain imbalance thing and the type of, I don't know if it's oxytocin, endorphins.
So do you think that's to do with energy though?
I don't know. I have no idea. But some guy said, well, obviously a bit of a joke. It was like, just don't see your kids, you can get your testosterone back. But yeah. But yeah, so apparently that's the thing. And do you know what? Genuinely, I felt like for like the last sort of like 6 months and whatever, I've just been more like drained for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Like,
have you been eating more?
Feel things harder. Eating more? No, not really. No.
I got like so fat.
Actually, towards the end of it, yeah. To be fair, because I'm just like hanging around. Like I'm kind of like. I mean, I'm doing my regular thing, but I just feel more bored because I'm waiting for something. And I hate waiting. So yeah, but the baby's happy. The baby's kicking. And apparently it's growing perfectly. Apparently, the woman said.
Good.
She took a picture of it and she said it's the most perfect sort of like straight line curve of weight and whatever. Could be a 9-pound whopper at the minute. So
right, you was heavy though, aren't you?
Yeah, so good luck to her downstairs, but listen.
Fucking hell, this guy like you.
Yeah, I think he's got a big head. Apparently he's got a big head and long legs, so you know what? We'll take it as long as it's healthy. But
of course.
What's your week be, Mike?
Good. Yeah, good. Like I said, like I am the most boring person on planet Earth.
Moving on.
I am literally the most boring person on planet Earth.
Anything happen in work?
Oh, mate, I gotta just deal with the same old like crackheads coming in and just, you know.
You get like a lot of crackheads like stealing, don't you?
Yeah, like stealing cheese and it's insane.
I mean, if there's anything to steal, probably would be cheese, isn't it? Cheese is expensive, man. You don't realise, but it is.
Yeah, but they don't go and eat it, eh?
Yeah, I know that. They're selling it to people for
Nah, do you know what the three biggest things are? The three biggest things are steaks, cheese, and like lawn, like washing stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
Obviously, they can't steal alcohol because it's behind the...
No, well, the wines and that, no.
Oh, so they don't steal that as much?
Oh, yeah, they do, but they don't.
Steak, cheese, and washing up.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Straight to the pub, mate. They want to sell all that. I'm going to pub after them.
Can't fault it. But yeah, anything with the kids? Kids do anything funny?
See, now Link, the baby is starting to get to that age now where, like, he's really testing my patience.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I've noticed he's got a little bit of cheeky shit now.
Yeah, he's really starting to test my patience. So
Like
the other day he's on the play. He just turns my PlayStation on and just sits on there.
Yeah,
so the other day, mate, he's playing Ice Age. I use. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that's coming from you, that is.
No, I don't swear on them like that, though. Okay. I swear to God. So I'm like, so I said to him, first of all, I've never heard him say it, so I didn't believe it. So I was like, no. He said something else. He said something else. 20 seconds later, I can't do it. What the fuck? I was like, whoa. So now I'm vexed because I don't want him swearing. So I go, come here now. I said, what did you say? He wouldn't answer me. I said, what did you say? He said, what the hell? I went, what did you say? He went, oh, what the fuck? I went, don't you say that. Don't you say that. So,
how can you, right? Tell me you don't swear forever when we played games together, right? Online, and I could hear him in the background. You're going, oh, fuck's sake, fuck, you know.
You can't be saying that.
Bro, you do.
You can't be saying that.
How can you not blame yourself?
You can't be saying that.
That's one thing, like, I tried to, like, make sure of is to stop swearing from, like, while she was pregnant. I have a little bit, but it's hard, man. I'm an expressionate person. But I like to swear.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Like, you should be able to say and do whatever you want around your kids. At the end of the day, they're your kids. Even though they copied, like, I'm not pissed off that he copied me.
Yeah.
If he keeps saying it, that's when I'm gonna get pissed off. But at the end of the day, if he copied it off me, then it's my fault, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but like, he knows not to, because when his mother asked him, he said no. So yeah, no, he won't be saying it no more. But no, like, the eldest, like, he's, he's tutoring now. He's doing good, man.
Good. Nah, but I think obviously with the youngest, he's like at the age now where he's talking a lot more. He's picking up on things a lot more. Yeah, I've noticed the last few times I've seen him being like, oh, you've got a bit of cheek behind you, boy.
He's gonna be a bit of a.
Wait till you're a little bit older, man. I'm gonna start digging him. He's gonna proper digs as well.
He's a little loose one. He's gonna be a little loose one.
No, but I told him the other day, I was like, is he gonna protect your cousin? Yeah. You're gonna be their friend? Yeah. Their best friend? Yeah. I was like, that's all right, because he's only like, well, the gap between obviously my kid and yours, youngest, is going 4, isn't it? He's 4, isn't he, Mike?
Oh shit, yeah, he's 4.
So it's the same age gap between us. So, listen, if they're in the same school and I gotta look after them, man. Innit?
Hell yeah.
So
you'll be looking after everyone, that kid. Trust me.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Cool. We are gonna get on to our next topic. Stuff to talk about, right? There is actually one thing. I'm just getting a note up on my phone, right? Because I came across this thing. It's a scandal. And if you haven't heard about this scandal, I don't blame you, because this shit got swept so far underneath the rug, right? Fucking, it's ridiculous, right? So, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of, but it's the post office scandal. And this happened roughly about 10 years ago, right? Or whatever.
So not that long ago.
Not that long ago, right? So basically the post office. So the post office has, they call them sub posters or sub mistresses, I feel like. Sub posters, I think that's just like the gender abbreviation between them. So basically someone who runs a post office.
Oh, okay.
Basically, right? So it's those people. So from 2000, so I've done my research, right? So I watched a couple of videos. I can look at a couple of articles and whatever, right? So this is all from that. And don't sue me, because I'm just going to say allegedly right now. So, so from 2000 to 2014, right? So there was post office people running the post offices, and they had a system. I forgot what the system name is called, but they had a system on their thing that they would put in like the cost of things and how much this was and whatever, what's in the till and whatever. Just basically like a system that goes against, I don't know if you know too much about like putting like numbers into a system and things and whatever, translating back, right? So 736 of these sub posters were charged. and were prosecuted with false accounting, theft, and fraud as well for thousands and thousands of pounds.
Okay.
Some of them £2,000, some of them tens of thousands of pounds. Like a lot of them were found out for doing that, right? Now, it wasn't their fault, right? So there was a system made by a few Fujitsu, who still denies to this day that it was not their fault.
Hold on, Fujitsu, that's like that washing machine company, no?
Yeah, Fuji or whatever.
Fujitsu is the Japanese company.
Yeah. So they made a system for the post office which ended up being wrong, and there was something wrong with the software. But 736 people who run the post offices were charged with theft, false accounting, and fraud, right? So they were basically saying that they were taking money from the post office, that the system wasn't adding up, but it was the system's fault. But the higher ups of the post office still to this day deny that there was anything wrong with the system. However, allegedly, some of them knew that it is a fault within the system. Is now being found out more and more and more. This is where it gets dark, right? So this is where it gets like quite sad. So 4 people who run the post offices ended up taking their own lives because of it.
Okay.
Now these are clean records, innocent people. Now in your head, right, you would think, hang on, it's 736 just randomly all of a sudden taking money from the post office, and now they're all of a sudden fucking money launderers and thieves and whatever, when some of them were old teenagers. They even locked up a pregnant woman as well. They locked up a teenager as well. And 4 of them, sadly, ended up taking their own lives because, depending on the amount of money that they owed, some of them had to, and it wasn't even their fault, had to pay them out of their own life savings, close their shops, sell stuff. And if you couldn't give the money back, they were putting you in prison.
Yeah.
And a lot of people went to prison for it. So most of them have not had any compensation back yet to this day. And if they couldn't pay the money back, they were fucked. A lot of them pled guilty because they were told by this criminal barrister that if they pled guilty, they'll drop the charges of theft and they'll only prosecute them on false accounting. So that's why a lot of them ended up pleading guilty because of that, which is totally wrong. Now, the investigators for the post office who were on the post office's team, they were given, they were told that they needed to do group subjects based on racial features. So there's an internal document. So from 2008 till 2011, they were told to group subjects, basically group like the post office people up, based on if they had any of these particular features. Okay? Negroid features.
Yeah.
Chinese and Japanese, and dark-skinned European types. So they were told, the investigators were told to group up sub-posters and the rest of them based on those types to see if they were doing anything dodgy. It's a factual internal document. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the first one, but Negroid types.
Why can't you say that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's an offensive term or whatever, but that's basically on the document, right? So the scary part of it, right, is now obviously in a day where we have like AI and shit like that, and do you know what I mean? Like they basically backed like the courts and the juries and everything else, everyone else backed technology before humans with completely clean records, to the point where these poor people were so stressed, so poorly damaged mentally, everything else and whatnot. 4 of them ended up taking their own lives, and that's a fucking scary thing to live in. And I don't know why it hasn't got that much media attention to it. I only just randomly seen it on a TikTok because I just go down my little rabbit holes, you know? But I just thought it's definitely worth mentioning, because if anybody, including yourself and whoever else, you go into a post office, mate, they look like the most harmless fucking good citizens you could possibly meet and see. You know, they're doing like the government a favor and everything else. And then the fact that they've been falsely accused when the technology was wrong, and some of them drove themselves into,
Yes.
you know, the inevitable,
Wild.
and fucking some of them so stressed. And the fact, even to this day, like a lot of them hasn't been compensated back, and because they still denied that nothing was wrong. Like Fujitsu denied that their system was absolutely fine when it wasn't. So if anybody's watching, you didn't know about that, have a look if you want to dig into it more. But that's pretty much the meat of it. Yeah, and I thought it was just worth mentioning because, like, these poor people, man. Like, I YouTubed it earlier. I was like, post office scandal. Mate, some of these videos got like 5, 10K views and shit like that. And I'm thinking, a thing as big as that, it needs more attention. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, that is well. Because there's always like somebody who works in a post office called Linda. Like, do you know what I mean? There's always like an old woman in there. There's always like...
Bro, they locked up a pregnant woman. She was pregnant. Could you imagine being one of those people and you're like, yeah, just going about my thing. Yeah, this computer just tap, tap, tap in there. And then all of a sudden, nah, you're thieving, you are. I swear to God, I'm not. System says you are, but I'm not. Tough. Go to jail.
Do you know what I've never understood though with that? Why don't like a lie detector test come into play then?
Because you can cheat a lie detector test.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say to you, right? So you can cheat a lie detector test, yeah?
Yeah.
But also a computer can malfunction, yeah?
Yeah.
So...
Well, that's it though, Mike. That's the big scandal of it, isn't it? That the fact that they believe technology over human people with clean, decent records never once had any indication that they've ever robbed anything in their lives. Just good, normal people, human beings. Don't get me wrong. There probably is a small percentage of them people that probably was robbing. Do you know what I mean? But like, you can't just take away...
They wasn't robbing cash though, were they?
They were basically put into the system how much something was. Yeah. But then the post office, when they were collecting the physical cash, there was mismatching.
Yeah, okay, so there was cash missing, basically.
Yes.
So why didn't they check CCTV cameras?
You tell me.
It's just weird.
A lot of them could be like online contactless transactions and things like that, which I can't imagine going missing. But the money isn't missing though. The money's there, just their system wasn't counting it.
Yeah.
Now, the post office still probably would have been receiving... That's it though. Where did that money go?
No, it makes me think that someone high up in Fujitsu was just like, yo...
No, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I'm blaming like the higher ups in the post office, I am, because the money's going to them, Mike. They are getting the money. Fujitsu are denying that it is completely nothing to do with them. Their systems are fine. Maybe their systems are fine. Yeah. Maybe they're just hiding this money somewhere else. But it just goes to show that it's so much money laundering that's going about. And the fact that they try blaming the people who run the post office is fucking crazy, man. But
it is wild though, because I heard this one story about do you know like G4S?
Who?
Do you know like the bank people who come into the shops and take money?
Yeah.
So basically
the big blokes with the helmets.
Yeah. So basically there was a guy who was doing that, and he went round and he collected like all the shops.
Yeah.
Went missing. They found him, didn't find the money. He basically buried the money, didn't tell him where it was. He went and spent his time in jail, come back out, dug up the money.
But physical cash. Yeah, but physical cash.
That's some Shawshank Redemption shit, that is.
So my man basically, like, how much did he take then? £1 million, right? I give you a briefcase of £1 million, and I said, what's the maximum time the maximum time you spend in jail for that?
6 months.
You would do 6 months for $1 million?
Yeah, I wouldn't do any more.
Wait, does that make sense? No, I told you a year in jail for $1 million.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
5 mil.
Yeah, 5 mil would change like a lot of people's lives. So yeah, 5 million. Yeah, $1 million's not going to.
I would. I do it for $1 mil.
I have no chance.
But I'd make sure that I could go in like Christmas evening. Don't want to miss Christmas, do you?
Yeah, but then you got to come back out on Christmas evening.
Yeah, exactly. So you still spend 2 Christmases at home.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Nah.
I honestly like the thought of like, it sounds so bad, but like the thought of being away from my kids for like more than thing.
Yeah, I'm saying that now while I don't currently have a kid.
5 mil though I would. Because it would change their things as well. So 5 million I would.
You know, like even like $1 million, you couldn't retire off $1 million.
No, hell no, you couldn't. Not now. Mate, eggs are costing like £6. For 6.
How would you
I'm good.
spend $1 million though? How would you spend it? What would be the first thing you'd do?
I'll buy my house.
You would keep the same house?
Yeah.
Would you?
I want to retire there.
Do you?
Yeah, I love it.
I don't think I'm retiring in this house.
I love it.
I don't think I am. Do you know
I got good neighbors. I got a good, like, even though it's a bit of a, you know, I got like, imagine doing that backyard and doing that house. Oh my God, that's just the life. Like, honest to God, like, I wouldn't move anywhere else. Not a chance.
I'd move. I want a property with land. I want like at least 5 acres around the property because I just want to just land in, man, just make it like a playground. Do you know what I mean? I don't like people, and I'm a bit of a hermit. Like, I like to stay indoors as well. I just don't like people. I don't like when you hear like a fucking car screeching or someone shouting. I gotta look out my window and do you know, shit like that. I just want to just be fucking alone.
Yeah. Do you know if we ever became like really fucking successful at doing this? Like incredibly successful though. Would you like buy a warehouse? Like the one looking at, and like the Fantasy Factory and stuff like that.
You'd have to.
That would imagine us like with a warehouse. That shit would be insane.
This is what I would want, right? I'd want a podcast studio. I'd want a football show studio. I'd want like a fucking like what's it? You just said it then, Fantasy Factory.
Yeah.
Where you just got like ball pits everywhere, just random shit, basketball court, like man, I would love that.
Because I seen Nelks, like, because I watched one of their videos and I seen their warehouse and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like all the gaming things that got their own like optic and things like that. Mate, that's the life. Sorry, like having your own warehouse and
or even just like a fat crib. Do you know what I mean? Just like a big ass house, and then you can just do like a basement or like a loft type studio.
But if you're that successful, that means like you must like be selling merch and stuff like that. We could just get we've only got like 3 friends.
We could actually sell merch, you know, with this new YouTube partner thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they do like a merch sort of like thing.
Who's that?
Oh shit, sunshine. Hello. All right, 2 secs. Let me wrap this up a sec.
Yo, go, Joe. What if I want to break during the podcast? So, Mrs. Watt is just broke.
Pranked you. It's a joke.
I knew you was on the phone before that. You fucker.
Yo, sunshine. Yo, your rooms.
But I did panic for a bit then.
I texted and it goes, now.
I did panic a bit.
Oh, yeah, my bad. All right.
Bro, that could have went viral as well.
All right, then, yo.
What a fucking asshole.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that back. All right. Anyway, you're right, Mike. Calm down. I gonna like when she rung me, I was like, I had to like, you know, unseen, you know,
because I could hear it though as well.
Yeah. Yeah. She initially she was like, I don't want to talk, but yeah. Sorry, Mike. Anyway,
yo, what a dickhead.
A question for you. What is your biggest fear? I'll start with mine. Shall I? My biggest fear is getting my ass whooped in front of my missus.
Yeah, that is that's a genuine fear.
that shit keeps me up at night. I'm just like,
oh no, don't.
No, like I'm exaggerating, right? But do you know what? Do you know where it started from? I can't remember I think it might have been a Joe Rogan podcast, right? But he was saying some guy, or I don't know what the fuck it was.
I know with the woman.
He said basically a woman loses 90% of women lose attractiveness to their husband, their spouse, or whatever, their man, if they see him get beat up badly. Do you know what I mean?
So okay then. So there's a difference between getting beat up badly and getting knocked out.
I would rather get knocked out than get
I know I would, 100%. I know I would.
But
picking you up by your boxes and all that. I'm good.
They're ragging me around. Bro.
Tired.
Do you know these things?
I don't care.
Listen, do you know I've seen like fight videos or whatever, and I've seen a kid get rushed, bro, and they're screaming, bro, and they're like, stop! Bro, I'm telling you now, it would take a fucking hydraulic press to my bollocks, bro, before I ever let out a scream like that.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking way, right? If I'm ever in a fight or I'm getting my ass beat, bro, I'm making any other noise apart from...
yeah.
But I didn't know why I'm screaming, bro.
But there's also a difference, right? So what if it's like a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 and you're getting jumped? Like that's a different
what,
situation.
they're just putting fuck at me?
Yeah, like in front of your girlfriend. Like she can't, obviously she can't. That's
nah,
different.
Listen, no.
If it's a 1-on-1 fight.
No, but if you're just fetal positioning, then I think that's an L for me. If you're just fetal,
if there's 3 of them.
If you, bro, I'm grabbing an ankle, bro. I'm chewing on one of their ankles, bro. I couldn't give a shit.
As soon as you move that fucking hand, your face is.
Listen, do you know, unless you're fighting like 3 people who know how to fight.
Yeah, they're not gonna be
if you find, I fancy my chance against 3 people that don't know how to fight. 100%. If they all weigh less than me, when someone's getting a gut wrench powerbomb, bro, someone's getting DDT'd, man. I'm telling you. Nah, but
that is my favorite thing to do on Twitter.
Yeah,
I swear.
I love a good fight video.
They're just scrolling through. I seen this one guy though, but getting picked up by his boxers. Wedgie, I'm like,
yeah.
Come
See,
on,
I'm bro. Passport, suitcase, I'm gone, bro. You will never catch me around them ends ever again, bro.
Let me say this though, right?
Like the video you getting viral, bro. Just swung by your boxers.
Yeah, but like, okay then. So what would, like, how bad do you think you would actually go if like a grown ass man was like and hit like your missus?
How far would I go?
Yeah, like I don't think there's any telling, is there?
There's no telling because
there's no telling. Yeah,
like you don't know like how blurred out you might be.
No, that's what I mean, because you just automatically. I reckon people just black out.
I feel like for me, right, because I do class myself as I've got a good human spirit, if you will. I feel like as soon as I've seen someone's knocked out, I would stop. I feel like I would instantly stop because there is a strong part of me that'll be in my mind saying like, yo, you're going to throw everything away, bro. You're going to throw your relationship, your kids, your house, your job, everything's going to be thrown away if you just carry on beating them to death. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I literally was on Twitter and I saw this video of I think this dad, his daughter's just finished work. Well, his daughter and her friends just finished work.
Yeah.
And they went to a different place because they needed to go toilet and just buy a drink or something like that, what I read. And there's this guy who comes over to the cat, to like the dad's cat, and was like, have you had any change? So the dad gives the guy the change, and then the guy goes in the store, he follows the girls into the bathroom, he tries to open the door.
Yeah.
So the girls tell the security guard and was like, so the security guard was like, okay, I'll just usher them out. So then they went back and they told their dad, and the dad was like, listen to the security guard, listen, do something else. Like, you need to keep him until the police come to you, because he just followed like my daughter's into the toilet. Security guard didn't do anything. The guy just fucking beat him to death. 8 years in prison. He had 8 years in prison. Just beat him to death. And I'm talking about like, it was like, do you know like the football on the string?
Yeah.
Bro, boom, 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 just booting, boom, boom, boom. Just booting him in his head.
Listen, like
8.5 years in prison.
That is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's different when it comes to your kids though as well.
Are you one of them people, and anybody else one of those people where like you're like, well, at least one of them less on the street? You one of them?
For what he did?
Like, I'm glad he's dead because he was a rapist or he was a pedophile or whatever.
For what he did? Like, for what he did, he didn't deserve to die, I don't think.
But what would have happened if the door was unlocked?
Yeah, that's true though.
See what I'm saying? I'm not a believer in an eye for an eye, you know.
I am.
I'm not a believer.
I'm sorry. I'm there for capital punishment.
I'm not. I'm more of a like,
no,
make whatever time they've got left miserable. I think death is an easy way out.
Yeah, but
if you're a believer in like you're condemned to hell in this, that, and whatever, and the afterlife for eternity, you're being tortured and whatever. Yeah. But there's always a part of like, well, you don't know that's 100% guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like for me, should make their time while they're here as miserable as you can before giving them the easy way out.
Now, I like if you kill someone, I believe like you should die too. You shouldn't be allowed to live a life. I don't care how miserable it is. I just don't think you. I don't think you should be allowed to breathe. If that person's not breathing, you shouldn't be allowed to breathe.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But yeah, what's your biggest fear, Mike? Mine's definitely getting my ass whipped in front of a girl.
Mine's like falling out of a plane.
Falling out of a plane.
Like, do you know like that fear?
No, but in what scenario would you ever fall out of a plane?
No, that's what I. Oh, okay then. Like heights, probably.
Heights.
Ah, I don't like heights.
Yeah, but you've been on big roller coasters before.
I'm talking about like.
No, but but you can go up high. Do you know what I mean? It's not like something. No, categorically, would never ever. Like swim in the ocean. Would you swim in the ocean?
Bro, after that video on Twitter.
What, the Egypt shark?
Yeah, but mate, I'm not going back in the sea. I'm deadly serious. A guy was getting eaten by a shark, and there's people there going, oh.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Imagine that video. That's the video of you're getting eaten by a shark, and it's just someone video recording you getting eaten by a shark.
If me and a shark was in water, bro, someone fucking help the shark. No, not me. Because that shark, bro, I'm whipping his ass. I'm whipping that ass, bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio, bro, on the beach, mate, just going out with a spear.
Fucking, what's his name? What's Jack Black's name on Shark's Tale? Remember? Sebastian, the whale washing dolphin. Bro, Shark's Tale, goated film. But yeah, so heights is the thing. No, water, like what? Come on.
But like, I you know what? I like the sea though as well. But
exactly. I'm trying to think of something physical. It's not many things. I will swim in the ocean. I've done it plenty of times. I will go up on the highest building. I will.
Okay, then what about
scared of clowns or spiders or snakes?
What about getting ill?
What do you mean?
Like I have a fear of getting ill.
Yeah, but like, so does everyone else. Everyone has a fear of being ill.
That's a fear then.
Do you know what mine is?
What?
Fucking wild animals. And being in a position where I'm vulnerable around wild animals.
What do you mean, like a dog?
Mike, it could be anything.
No, a cat.
We went to Dublin Zoo, right? We went to Dublin Zoo, and there was a what are they called? King Julian's things, lemurs.
Yeah.
There was a lemur enclosure, and you can like walk through it on a bridge and stuff, and it can go up by you and that. Fuck, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
What?
I couldn't do it. I don't like erratic wild animals and shit like that. Have you seen like those videos where like, you know, I'm on a hike, dude, and like they're hiking through fucking Californian hills and shit.
And they see a mountain lion.
And a mountain lion starts charging
different.
them.
We'll never see a mountain lion in our life.
No, but like even if I'm like I'm in a forest or I'm going for a walk somewhere or whatever, like I don't like dogs off their leads. I don't like when cats stare at me too long.
No, I'm not.
When I was waiting for a bus before years ago, a fucking fox came charging at me, and I shit my pants,
same
bro.
As me. Yeah, same as me.
The fox was more scared of me because I went, fucking leg there.
Well, no, I was going to work at like literally like 6 a.m, and I was riding on a bike, and this like baby fox walked out, and I was like, oh, but I didn't know whether I should go any further. So then the mother fox comes out. Just looks at me. I'm talking. Do you know like dog, like their teeth did that? Went back, mate. I've spun the bike around, ripped all my trousers. I'm not even joking, right? My trouser got caught in the chain. It split like this. It split all the way up. Looked like I had flares on, and I'm screaming. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, man.
Foxes are terrifying.
Bro, even birds, bro. Like, if a pigeon flies too close to me, like, bro, fuck, I turns into Jet Li, bro.
You used to have a fear of birds.
Huh?
You genuinely used to have a fear of, like, pigeons and stuff like that.
I just don't like fucking animals, bro. Like, small dogs off their leads, I couldn't give a shit about. Bro, if you're, like, medium-sized dog and you're a bit too sniffy around me and whatever, like...
So if Denzel's off his lead, my dog, you'd be a bit thinking.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, 100%. But obviously, where Sunshine's family's dog, a little Yorkshire Terrier's off his lead, and he's like, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, oh, whatever.
You could just stand on it. Yeah.
No, I could just pick him up and just launch him. Do you know what I mean? But your dog, he's like a fucking size of a sheep now, anyway. So, but like, like wild animals and get my ass beat in front of my missus.
Yeah, but I have a fear of like spiders, like big spiders, obviously. But I think that's a normal thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Snakes, I don't like.
I've touched a snake before.
Yeah, and I have.
Every time I go to the toilet. Yeah.
We have slow worms in the back garden though. I pick them up.
Do you?
Yeah, baby snakes. That's what the kids call them. Oh, look, there's a baby snake.
Are they worms or are they snakes?
I couldn't tell you.
They gotta be snakes, right?
They look exactly like a snake.
They gotta be. Do you know there's venomous snakes in the UK?
Yeah, blackaders.
Didn't know that, bruv.
You see this?
Scared now.
Yeah, but there's also poisonous spiders in the UK.
Yeah.
Blackaders and black widows, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're not common though. Do you know like Do you know, like in work, like if we have a delivery,
Yeah.
because it's actually like supermarkets have actually had it where if they open up the bananas and it's come from like South America, spiders are just.
Nah, fuck that.
I remember there was a one story of like there was a literally like a big poisonous spider on a banana, so they had to like close the whole shop down until they caught the spider. But there was also one as well where it was a pregnant spider and it was a sack on the so they had to close the shop down again. It was a sack on the thing.
I feel fucking sick, mate. That fucking stuff freaks me out, man.
So like, do you know like when that's why I wouldn't want to go. I'll never go Australia.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'll never go just because of that reason. Like them big spiders in the corner. I've also seen them videos.
We do have like, I think like 10% of our people from Australia, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, your spiders, your snakes, your kangaroos, your koalas.
Listen, we'll be out there soon enough.
No chance.
Right? We'll be out there for a show.
Have you seen them? Have you seen them snakes as well come through the lights?
Did you see? See that video? I'll play it now actually for the audience. Fucking that snake that crawls down his fan. He's going ting, 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 ting. And it's like bing, bing, bing in his head. And then it lands on the guy. I saw it. Oh, that video is fucking comical. That's so funny.
Nah, you see them like, I seen this one where there was a snake that's falling through the ceiling.
You talking about when the ceiling comes down? It's like fucking 50 of them. Oh, my days.
But I seen one where a snake falls from the ceiling. There ends up being a snake and 3 rats where this come down as well. And then when the camera points up, you just see a raccoon picking over.
No.
That's the wildest thing I've ever.
Fucking, that's Dr. Doolittle's yard, that is, mate.
I was like, what is going on?
Oh, no. Fuck that.
I'm not a fan at all.
Another thing I want to talk about, actually, only just super quick, right? Because this kid is a fucking specimen.
Where is he from?
Who, the kid I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's from Australia.
Yeah, that's why. I wouldn't go out there anyway.
You might have seen him. He's gone viral a few times on TikTok for like getting his phone robbed in LA by some crackhead. And he's screaming at the cracker going, I'm from Australia and I have autism. Like about 50 times at him. But he's called Sheep Shearing Vlogs on TikTok. His name's Turan, but they call him Spidey. So Spidey Turan. He's basically a kid, right? Now, from the looks of it, he comes from a really nice upbringing. His mum is a professor with a PhD. His house is really, really nice. Like a really nice fucking house, right? And he basically just travels around the world pretty much and vlogs. Like vlogs on TikTok and whatever. The kid's a bit of a character though. But like he's really... I don't want to be rude on him, but he's quite like grimy. Like he has like snot crusties all over his nose, doesn't really change his clothes too often. He sleeps rough, which I don't understand why. But like he'll sleep in like public bathrooms, disabled toilets, sometimes on the street and things like that.
Has he ever been mentally checked out?
I would assume so because his mum, like he's...
No, but that... Man, I couldn't imagine being a parent because they're probably mashed up as well.
No, but like he had a meth addiction ages ago, like quite... I don't know about ages ago because I don't know how old he is, but he had quite a bad meth... I think it was meth addiction. And like he came back to the UK and he like sniffs. I think he's addicted to ket.
Yeah.
I have never heard anybody addicted to ket. But man just sniffs ket on stream, but doesn't show himself sniffing it on stream.
Yeah.
And he'll just like have his phone there and he's just pranging out like, ugh. And then he'll drop his phone and then he'll bring it back to himself and he's like, he just basically been sniffing a lot of ket in it. And he was in a park doing it as well, like 6 o'clock in the morning, some random park in London. So he basically just flies from like London for like a week and then the next...
So where's he getting money from?
He gets like... That's where he does live streams. So
he gets donations and stuff
people
like
are donating
that.
$3, $5.
Yeah.
But what he'll do is he'll say, donate him $3 and you can use text to speech. So it'd be like Siri saying whatever it is. and he'd be walking around in public with a speaker, so people would be like, to send $3, and people are like, this person's a pedophile, you know.
Yeah.
And he also does $5 where you can play songs over it as well. So people will play like offensive songs and whatever while he's out in public. And
What
shit.
platform is this on?
YouTube.
Okay, so he's a YouTube streamer.
So yeah, so he does TikToks. That's where he's got like most of his views from, and he just like he's gone viral because he just snots all over himself. Like the kid's ill. Like he's obviously he's very much ill. But I think it was like last night or 2 days ago actually. He somebody doxed him, but it was actually a good dox because he was off his face on Ket, and somebody doxed him, called the ambulance to send him to the hotel, to the hotel room. So he's on TikTok live now with some other guy. And there's 2 blokes from paramedics that came into the hotel where he was staying in London to basically tell him to come off stream so they can assess him and look after him. But I just find it's quite sad, man, because like
it's very sad.
This kid, he actually seems like a very nice, genuine kid. He seems nice, and he's doing what he likes. Like he's doing his content, he's traveling the world and stuff. If he wants to sleep rough, he wants to sleep in public toilets. I don't think he does that as much anymore now because he's getting a little bit of money.
Okay.
But if he wants to do that, all to him, you know, as long as he's keeping himself safe and he does whatever. He's a bit of a character, but the thing that gets me and the thing that I don't like is these people who are donating on his YouTube streams and comment on his TikTok saying, "Oh, bro, do another line, do this, do that, like take more, bro," and whatever. And he's like you said, he's got autism, right? And seems like he could be quite easily influenced to do anything and everything. Like he's an adult at the end of the day, but it's whatever. But there's people like, and you've got to be a certain age, right, to donate your own money, right? So these people, they ain't children, right? Although they're probably very immature in the head, but to be donating the money saying, "Oh, bro, buy yourself another bag and do another line and whatever," is bad, man. And when people are addicted to cats, it messes with their bladder a lot to the point where they'll be pissing jelly. Imagine that. But yeah, no, I just want to quickly talk about him because like he seems like a nice, sweet lad and whatever. He's addicted to cat, and people are just sending him money, telling him to do more drugs, and it just goes to show like this day and age what social media and everything else is. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what though? I kind of respect it because is he going out harassing people?
No.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
he does dumb shit, right? He went on a National Express and he was eating. Do you know you can get a meal deal boiled eggs? He's eating boiled eggs on a bus.
I'd be fuming.
I'd be vexed. No, but I think the guy in front of him said something and he put his camera and he's going, "No, what you say, mate, about my eggs?" Because this guy by here don't like me and my eggs. So he's a bit of a character, do you know what I mean? But he's the last person I'd want to sit by on a bus, put it that way.
But the thing is as well...
Because he looks like he's humming as well. Like, it looks like he smells, but...
But you can't tell somebody to stop eating their food. Like, you can't.
No, of course you can't. Bro, if somebody wants to eat a tuna sandwich, bro, or a fucking
egg
or whatever...
stinks.
It stinks, but it's like, bro, there's more things to worry about. Just cover your nose or just fucking whatever, do you know what I mean? But... I think for him, he seems like you see his TikToks and stuff, he's an odd character, right? He's obviously dealing with some shit, and he's addicted to this drug, and I'd love for him to get some out, because I honestly do think there's a lot of people out there, me included, like, I like seeing his videos now and then, because he's just a fucking mad character, but all to him, like, I hope he's fucking alright and shit, and gets off it, but, you know.
Right, I want to just make sure I get this person's thing correct now, because there was another streamer, he streams in Japan.
Are you about the Somali?
What? That's his Johnny Somali, right?
It's Johnny Somali.
Yeah, right.
Oh my days.
So he was harassing like
he's racist as fuck, bro.
But he was because he was like doing all.
He's going making Asian like
jokes and stuff,
pretending to speak Chinese and stuff and Japanese on trains.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the train.
Yeah,
and then I seen the one guy come from the side and give him boom, and I'm like, good. Yeah. But then the Japanese guy had to take it a bit too far, then, didn't he? Wow. Did you hear what he was saying to him?
No.
He was calling him the M word over and over and over and over.
That doesn't make it right, does it?
No, like he was literally saying it to him. But
give him a clip, but don't be racist back.
Do you know what though? I honestly I think you would slap him though.
Ooh, I wouldn't, because he's not being racist to me, Jay.
No, but I'm talking about if he's harassing you and he's on camera and he's got his camera out and he's going, oh, look.
100% I would.
Like, I don't think like a random like alky or a crackhead, I would do it. But do you know if like you see like someone just with their phone
some kid who thinks he's funny, like trying to make content out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, he's getting a fucking clip, bro.
He deserves a slap. It's the same as that. What's his name? Mizzy. He's another one, mate. He deserves a whack.
Bro, do you know if I seen that kid walk through my house? And this is like, do you know when I see videos like that, like of men not protecting their missus and their kids and just allow it there? Bro, my head goes into like a really dark place. I'm thinking, bro, you ain't as good as the guy walking into your house. You're a fucking pussy ass coward, bro. I have more anger towards the bloke that isn't protecting his wife and his kids more than the kid who's just walked into his house filming himself, bro.
So let me ask you something. Do you think it makes a difference because he's got his phone out and he's like this? Do you honestly think in the guy's mind he's thinking, oh, what's going on a minute? Because he's got his phone out.
Taking a piss.
Like he's got his phone out. Like, is he like?
I genuinely think, and this is like, this is what like gets me, like men who don't know how to protect themselves, and when they have a wife and a family, still don't know how to protect themselves or go into that space of fight or flight, bro. I can't respect them. I can't respect a man who doesn't fight for his family or for his missus. Like you see like some random bloke, like, bro, if I was in a club with my missus, again, this is one of the things that like I've said to Sunshine loads of times, and I hate putting myself in scenarios where things like this could happen.
Yes. Go
out into the club with my missus and whatever. She only goes to the bar to get a drink, bro, and then some guy instantly just goes over and tries to speak to her, touch her ass or whatever. What normal blokes who don't get pussy do, right? That just set me off, do you know what I mean? And that just fucking just vex me like nothing else. Do you know what I mean? So when I see people who don't like look out for their family or try to protect their family when shit like that happens, bro, I have zero respect for you. Like I could not fuck with you. Like,
so let me ask you something. Why don't women understand that though? Like, why don't women understand? Listen, I'd rather not put myself in that situation.
I can't speak for women. Sunshine does, to be fair. Like, she won't put herself in a situation where she allow herself to be hit on by men. It's the whole Andrew Tate argument, innit? It's like what he's always said. He's like, I can't have, my girlfriend ain't allowed to go to the club.
Because, okay, right.
So, I would never say to her, you're not allowed.
No, never.
But respect. Yeah. But I don't want you surrounded by a lot of single, drunk men who are going to try and hit on you all night. Like, I know it's not what you go out for, but I don't want you to be in a position where that's allowed to happen. Yeah,
but it's more of the case of it's not as if I don't trust you, I don't trust other people.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's always been my thing. I'm like, listen, I just don't. Listen, I'm a guy. I know what guys are like.
Exactly.
We see them all the time. And especially these cokeheads who go out on a Saturday night and they're 35 years old, got nothing else to do with their life, mate. No. If you want to put me in a position like that and then I'll probably end up getting my ass whooped, then it's your fault. Like, you know what I mean?
There's nothing, right, more, I was going to say dangerous, but it's the complete opposite, right? There's nothing more, there's not a person you'll find more confrontational than a bloke who's on drugs, who's drunk, 4 a.m., who's got no pussy, and is looking for a fight. Like, it just happens all the time. I hate to say the word pussy, but, you know, got no women.
And he's probably married and haven't had sex for time.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that's why I don't really, like, I like going out, but I like going out with particular people. I like going out with people I can have a good vibe with and whatever. But it's like, even when I've gone out with work in the past, right, and like some of the girls in work and they're being hit on by blokes and they're looking at me to help them, I'm like, yo, you ain't my responsibility, bro. I ain't gonna help you. I ain't gonna try to look like I'm fucking the night and say, like, that's on you, bro. Yeah. Like, I'll protect my missus and that's it. That's just as far as it's going.
Right, something's just popped into my head and I don't know why. So, right, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but like, do you know you've been with Sunshine now for years, yeah? Do you know if she gained like 4 stone? Like, I'm talking about, say she gained like 6 stone. You're still going to be with her, Neil.
Yeah.
Like I'm the same, right?
No,
like,
but I would tell her, like, yo, you're getting fat, bro. Like, what are you doing?
No, you'd have that conversation, yeah.
No, but I would tell, I haven't told her that in the past, but I've told her that, yo, do you know if you get massive, I'm going to tell you you're getting massive, because if I'm still looking out for myself, it's like, for me, I'll let you get to your point now, but the thing for me is that it's not about the physical side of it. It's not about how you look physically.
That's the health side of it.
No, it's the mental side of it as well.
agree.
It's like, if you stop looking after yourself,
It means you don't.
then who are you looking
Yeah.
after? Do you know what I mean? You can say your kid or you or whatever. It's like, but no, you always got to put yourself first. At the end of the day.
No, I agree.
Like, you put yourself first so you're able to put your kids first.
Yeah.
That's the way that I look at it. If I ain't in a good space, if I ain't good physically, mentally, how am I going to put my kids first to then be the better they can when I'm not?
Listen,
You get me? That's the way I think of it.
I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
I genuinely had to go through it. I had to go through a stage for like 2 or 3 years where I'm thinking, you're not fine, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're a good dad to this.
Yeah.
And then you realize, hold on a minute, I could be a much better dad if I just looked after myself.
Exactly.
Trust, I've literally had to go through that. I had to go through it.
I think it's a cop-out. I think when people say, oh, I put my kids first, or I put this first, if you don't put yourself first, then you're not putting yourself in a position where you can put all those things first. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, what were you saying?
So what I was going to say, like, I've been with Hannah now for like 12 years. So if she did gain like 4, 5, 6 stone, like, I'm not going anywhere. But like you said, I'd have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
But you know, if I was going out with her for a year and then she gained 3 stone, I'm gone. At that point, I'm gone.
No, but it depends, like, because some girls can gain weight healthily. Do you know what I mean? Like, it can go to legs, hips, titties.
You know what I'm talking.
If she's gone guts, bro, just full gut, bro, and chin, I'm like,
no. Like, no disrespect to any girls. Like, I genuinely don't mean this.
All due disrespect.
No.
I have no bad things.
No. Like, literally, like, I genuinely don't. But I'm talking about, like, you know, like them really skinny legs and then that big, like if she didn't look like that beforehand.
Do you know? Yeah, go on.
And then I wasn't going. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going out with her.
Listen, like, you always battle. Every bloke should be punching, right? That's what I think. Every bloke should be punching above their weight, yeah? Because there's more females than there is males on the earth, right? So every bloke's got to be punching, right? Or on the same wavelength. Now, if you put yourself on a scale of, 1 to 10, you think you're a 5, bro, then aim for a 6. Do you get me? Like, I don't think I'm anything special. Do you know what I mean? But I'm always going to aim higher.
Yeah, like, I'm an 8.5 and then...
Yeah, I'm on like a 9. So... But
listen, I've been heavyweight champion for the last 12 years, so I'm all good. I've been heavyweight champion for the last 12 years.
You was alright when you was younger. Just the belly and the hairline took over then.
So what happened?
It's the same for all of us.
Literally, that's what happened. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, the belly I could deal with, but like, I'm happy, I'm comfortable. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, you could go gym and go turkey at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's things you can fix.
Bro, have you seen that video of like all these boys and I did at a festival? They all got their white teeth, like their teeth are like. Their teeth are like white
they
paint.
can pull any chick
just
going,
like licking their lips. I'm like,
bro,
no.
Just like 2 sleeve tattoos, bro. Fucking perm hair, straight fringe or whatever. Fucking sunglasses on with turkey teeth, bro. And you honestly think every girl's after you, bro? No, the only girls you're gonna attract is the girls with the turkey teeth and with the fucking fake titties and the shit hair.
Mate, wait till I remake that TikTok of all our friends.
Come, we should do that. We should do. We just put like a piece of A4 paper in our mouth and just draw the lines of the teeth.
Or just put like a foil in it with all like grills in it.
We'll just have our fucking bellies out in our What are you gonna like? What are you gonna do when your missus walks into a room with 4 of us in there? But yeah, imagine.
I can't imagine the part.
We gotta do it, bro. It's funny.
That'd be funny as hell.
But yeah. What was we talking about, man?
No, I was just saying, like, I think, like, how can you tell, like, in a relationship, like, how, like, when are you exactly like, okay, I'm good? Like, and I don't mean, I'm talking about, like...
John, to be honest, and I've told her this as well, I never saw myself being with her for the rest of my life or being, like, so much in love with her that I could not be with her.
Yeah.
Till, like, about 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Woo!
3-4 years ago. Because we got together so young, like, for me, there was always, and I've had this conversation with her in the past, and, we're cushy now, but, like, there's always been a part of me like, oh, do I want to be single or still do I want to be in a relationship? Because our relationship from, like, 19 till 25, it was the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, go on holidays twice a year. She comes over every weekend. Yada yada yada. There was just no progression in the relationship. Those 5, 6, 7 years that we were first together for could have easily been condensed into 1 year, and then we've moved on to this phase in our life.
Yeah, but
Do you
that's
know what I
difficult.
mean? That's what I mean. So that's why it's so much harder when you're in a relationship. Whereas you, on the opposite side of it, you had a kid like a couple of years in. 4 years in. But for us, for like 6, 7 years, it was just rinse and repeat. Do you get what I mean? It was like, they felt like there was no progression in a relationship, but we were still just going through the motions because, see, we still loved each other. I'm not saying I didn't love her, but like, because there was no sort of forward future thinking. And to be honest, if it wasn't for COVID, like, it would have felt like the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but because I had that so much time away from her because she was a key worker and we didn't mix for like 6, 7 weeks, then it just became quite apparent. We were like, all right, let's properly save for a house now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that was it for me.
I'd say that mine was like 2 years, and then when she was like, you should just move in with me and my parents, I was like, okay, I think this is actually going to go somewhere. And then we got a dog, and then another 2 years later we had a kid, and then another 4 years later we had a kid, and then we bought a house and stuff like that. Like I said, like I think
it was the best thing for you though, getting out of that house and then staying
100%.
with her. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, we would have been like, we were still sharing a room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
oh no, like, do you know what though? Like, for like, COVID was good and it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, it was very difficult and tough. Like, we just had a baby and then COVID hits, like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah.
What a scary time to be alive, bro. I was bro, like thinking back, and I feel like I have secondhand embarrassment when I picture and think back to myself when COVID first came about, because it's the biggest fucking load of shit, right? But I genuinely thought, like, oh fuck, like, what the fuck is life gonna be now? Like, in a time where you stop working, in a time where people are walking around the street with hazmat suits on. Yeah. Bearing in mind I was fucking 4,000 miles away from home is what I'm thinking. Fuck, bro. Yeah. I'm going to be stuck in Las Vegas, bro. And have you seen those mole people that live in Vegas in the sewers? I'm thinking, fuck, bro, I'm going to have to sleep with them. Yeah. But yeah, COVID, man, it gives me secondhand embarrassment.
At one point, and this is the God's honest truth, when they started to talk about, like, supermarkets and I might not get the food and stuff like that. I remember one night, and this is the God's honest truth, me, you, and one of the boys who was on the game, right? And because that was, mate, if it wasn't for Warzone,
saved.
If it wasn't for Warzone, yeah, for COVID would have been awful.
Bro, I think men would have lost their heads, bro. Like, we would have.
So at one point, I'm playing that game, and because it's an army game, I'm thinking, bro, at any day now, there's going to be a tank rolling down the street. And then I think back now and I'm like, bro, do you actually think there was ever going to be a tank rolling down the street?
World War III would never happen. It just wouldn't happen.
I've always said that, though.
There's too many fucking nukes in the world, bro. And then one person sets a nuke off, the rest is history, bro. Like, there's no more if.
That's fine.
Do you know what I mean? So one thing I liked was Trump. It's one thing I liked what Trump said. He said, I think it was on the Full Send podcast, actually. He said, I would get all the world leaders together and let's just get rid of the nukes. Like, it's not needed, is it? One of you sets them off, the rest of us are fucking toast.
Do you know what? I actually really want to do an episode where we very, very much dive. I really want to learn about the left and I really want to learn about the right.
I feel like we need someone, though. Because,
put it this way, you have to pick a side, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't pick no side.
What's, because who's who now? Is the left like all the fucking...
Pride and Joe Biden,
and the right
is like Trump. The Democrats, yeah. No, the Republicans, sorry.
Oh, the Republicans.
Yeah, Republicans.
Listen, so, I ain't doing what Beyonce says, and I'm going to the right, not the left. So.
But this is my thing, like, if you don't pick a side,
if I had to pick a side, it would be the right. But I couldn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, but if you don't pick a side, you're a homophobic. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You're against everything.
That's what the left say about
the left say.
The right say about the left, you're fucking fairies and you're... Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I don't pick. I think both sides are so fucked up. Like I don't care about none of them.
I wouldn't say like extreme anything, but I find myself probably leaning, not in, but leaning towards the right, because I feel like they're more to the point. Do you get what I mean? Like,
not really.
It's
though.
black and white. I prefer black and white.
I think the middle's black and white though.
Nah,
I do. I think the middle's black and white.
It depends. I mean, it depends.
Do you know the problem is though? Like, you're not allowed to make your own decision. This is what really gets to me. Like, in this world, you're not allowed to make your own decision. Like I said, like,
you're not allowed an opinion, Mike. You are not allowed an opinion.
You're not allowed an opinion. No.
I feel like, and especially for some celebs and certain influential people and whatever, they're not allowed an opinion now, because if you didn't start your career on you giving harsh and quite left, quite right opinions and stuff, if you now all of a sudden come out with an opinion, bro, you are getting cancelled by either the left or the right.
So
this was good for us, right? Because we say whatever, like, we don't give a fuck.
Like, I don't care.
And this is from day one. So if somebody in episode 143
decides
going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they just said that. Bro, come back to the first fucking 20 episodes and then come talk to me, because we've been saying mad shit. Do you know what I mean?
It's not mad shit though. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. To me, it's not mad shit.
To them. Like, I could say fucking the alphabet ain't ABC, bro, and somebody be offended by it. So...
No, like, do you know when I knew though it was getting bad is when Nick Merckx got cancelled. Like, that's when I knew. That's when I actually knew. Okay, this is insane. Like, this is insane, because the left are actually on his ass.
Yeah,
he gained 54,000 followers.
I know. He gained mad followers for
54,000 followers.
Having an opinion against LGBTQ plus teachings in American schools.
So this is my situation, right? Do you know if what he said is leaning more towards the right, which I don't think it is, then I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what I meant. Leave my kids alone. Leave our children alone. Leave the kids alone. That's genuinely it.
No, but it was more so like what he meant by it. He meant like, he's like, I'm not like against gays and bis and lesbians and queers and trans and everything else. He's saying, I would rather educate my kids myself on it than the schools, I don't know what to call it, propaganda or whatever, towards them teaching them things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't want my 4 or 5-year-old child to be in a classroom with a drag queen or a fucking, or them like doing all these mad, really educating them on gay sex and shit like that. I would prefer that not to happen. When they're a teenager, 14, 15, 16, they're bound to see it on the internet and stuff anyway. So what's the harm in them seeing someone in their life? But while they're so young and still developing in their minds, and then they see there's a man with makeup and a wig and looks like a woman, but it's not. It's very confusing for them at a very confusing stage of their life. So I prefer let them fucking learn how to fucking wipe their ass first before we teach them about.
Literally.
That's my opinion on it, and I have no prejudice against anyone of any kind or whatever you are. I don't, but that's just my opinion on the educational side of it.
But it's bad that we have to reiterate that.
Well, I mean, because I'm not trying to offend anyone or hurt anyone's feelings. That's just more of me trying to. It's probably just me being a good person and just saying like, no offense by it, but like that's my take on it. And if you have a different take in it, then educate me and try and convince me the other side. But until then, I'm going to agree with what I agree.
But I know what their answer is.
Well,
and I don't want to get into that, but I know what their answer is, and I don't agree with that answer. Yeah. So that's my thing on it. But I seen a video on Twitter of these kids in America. They must have been about 15.
Yeah.
And they were in maths class. And they were shown a pride video of like 2 guys kissing, 2 women kissing. And the class started to boo. They were like, boo.
Yeah.
So the teacher said...
they threatened... Is that the one they threatened them with expulsion?
No. So the teacher said to him, if you have something to say about this video, every single one of you will get Saturday school next year.
Oh, that's what... Yeah. That's fucked up.
Okay then, so how is that fair?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
How is that fair? Like, you want to talk about fair, how is that fair?
Do you know what, though? It kind of goes back to, like... And I was a shit in school. I was a cheeky shit. thinking back now as an adult, I don't think I was that cheeky because I was questioning what the schools were teaching. I would quite often question, like, well, why do we have to learn about this? Why do I have to learn about that? We're never going to use this. We're never going to use that.
Yeah.
And I would be told to get out, go to the head of year, get in the unit, detention, whatever, because I would constantly question, like, why? And everyone goes back to, why do I need to know the Pythagoras theorem? You fucking don't. Like, you really don't. Unless you're going to be a calculus, fucking engineering, fucking... I don't even know what it's used for. Like, algebra. I've never used algebra in my fucking life. Like, I've never used... Like, why do I need to know about the periodic table and the elements that work together if I have no interest in fucking medicine and... Like, I just don't quite understand it. And if you do talk back on it, I think it is going to get to a point where it's going to be viewed like that. If you have an issue against the education's, what do they call it? Their fucking agenda or whatever, you can't talk back in it because it's part of their curriculum.
Yeah, but the education system's left.
No, but they're adding that stuff. Yeah, exactly. So they're adding that stuff in there so you can't have an opinion on it. Like how I can't have an opinion on why am I being taught algebra when I'm never going to be used there. I think it's like RE as well. Like we went to a very diverse school, right? You've got Muslims in a class, you've got Sikhs in a class, you've got Christians in a class, and if they're going to teach a whole lesson about Judaism or any of the other religions, most of them ain't going to care because it doesn't apply to them.
No, of course not.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why I just think it's flawed and it's fucked. Do you know what I mean? But
it's called a school system.
Exactly. Well,
it's a system.
Exactly. And you can't do anything about it
No,
unless people band up together. Because I don't feel like it's a... I agree to an extent where it should get taught when they're maybe 14, 15, 16. I would happily allow my child to be part of a sex education class where they talk about these different sexual preferences and genders and whatnot. I'm fine with that when they're a teenager, but not when they're a fucking child.
No,
I feel like they should know about when they're a little bit older.
Because obviously Leo, he's my oldest. Yeah. He's autistic and he's going to a new school. Like we have asked, like, what's he
being taught?
Yeah, what's he being taught? Like we've asked that question.
Oh, it's important, man. It's very important.
We want to know what they're teaching our kids. Like I want to know what they're teaching my kids.
It's super important. So.
Because, like I said, like I don't agree with. I'll never vote in my life.
Yeah.
I never will.
I voted. The only time I ever voted was for Jeremy Corbyn. That was the only time.
Honest to God, though, I'll never vote because guess what? There's no single person ever that's going to change anything in the world. It's as simple as that. There's no person that's ever going to do that. So,
well, hopefully in the future.
There's never going to be, though. There genuinely never will be.
Let's finish off with a final question, Mike, is it? Very quickly, I want to ask you a question. So first of all, would you have a preference on being buried or burnt? Cremated, sorry.
I want to be cryogenically frozen.
Cryogenically frozen? Yeah. For what?
I'll be brought back. Yeah. Demolition Man.
Yeah, but you're going to be like fucking 90. Why do you want to come back in 90?
I'm talking about like 3,000 years.
No, you clown. I meant about if you die fucking at an old man age, 80, 90, 100, would you rather be buried or cremated?
Hold on 2 seconds. Did they do that with Walt Disney?
Oh, fuck knows. He's a paedophile anyway. Yeah.
I want to be cremated.
Cremated. Yeah. I think I want to be cremated too. Now, my question is, where would you like your ashes spread?
Can it be in different places?
Yeah, if you want. It's your ashes.
So
I've got 4 places.
Mine would be in Malta.
Yeah, that's one of mine. Where to in Malta?
Oh, straight on the front. On the front,
yeah.
Straight down the front.
Or Malahabe.
Yeah, down the front on Malia, yeah. Second would be, I'd like to be cremated on a football pitch somewhere.
Mine's the Emirates.
Yeah, but like you can't.
No, but you can.
What?
I could do that easily.
Oh, just sneak it in there, of course.
Yeah, I can just do a tour, go on a pitch, and I just have a little in my sock, and I just take my sock out. I bet you loads of people have done that.
Of course. So yeah, that would be
also a game.
2 places. Third place. Over the mall.
Over the mall.
Yeah, over the field where we
Charlotte
lived.
Field.
Yeah, that was some of the best times ever. Then I'd want my missus to sniff the last one. She'd always have me in her.
Oh, fucking hell. That's nasty. Mine would be the Emirates. What you call it? The front in the Malta. I'd also want it in the middle of the ocean. Just because.
No, yeah.
It's good to the middle of the ocean. And then my last pick would be at the Olympic event for the women's long jump.
So you could just watch it all the time.
No, I can just get cheeks just landing on me.
That's funny.
Could you imagine?
That's funny.
Just put my ashes on a women's. Actually, the women's beach volleyball maybe as well.
No, mine would be ocean, and then probably like on a mountain.
Yeah.
Like just over like
Mountains.
on the Alps and just spread it. I love the snow.
Would you like a bit morbid, right? But like, do you know when you die? Do you know what I really want? Like, because I was very much a film DVD kid, right? I still love films. I would just love if that when I die, right, just be like, yo, here's a room, here's a DVD of your life.
Oh, click.
And you can just watch.
I do click.
All the funniest like scenes and moments of your life and shit. Do you know how? Because I quite easily forget, like, oh shit, I've been there. Oh yeah, shit, I did do that. And like, that's why pictures and video is so good. I never do it in the moment, so I'm lucky I'm with somebody who always takes pictures and videos. But like, I never do it, and I can quite easily forget like certain parts and moments of my life. Like being at the front row with a wrestler, I'm like slapping the wrestlers on the back, and Chris Jericho's arguing with the kid right next to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Shit like that, I quite often forget about when I see them, and just shit like that. So I would just love when you die, you just get given a DVD player, and it's like, pop a DVD in, and this is your best moments of your like. I don't give a shit about me waking up, going to work, and whatever. I just mean like when I've gone on holidays and I've gone out and I've just seen like funny stuff and like funny things I've seen people do. And
but it's wild because you're only 28.
Yeah, I know.
That's what's wild. Like you're only 28. So
can you imagine? I would just just put me in a room and I can just watch the best clips. You know what I mean?
Oh no, 100%. I would as well.
That'd be class. But yeah, let's wrap it up. Anything else you want to say, Mike?
No, not really. We can talk about more shit.
I have no idea how long this episode is because I didn't set my timer. So apologies if it's long.
Okay, one more thing. What song would you want to get played?
Literally every single time. Anything else? Nah. Oh, actually, song.
Yeah, what song would you want to get played?
What? When I'm getting rolled down to my in my funeral. Oh, you put me on a spot. I know you know yours though.
But mine's really sad.
One.
No. Mine's like really sad.
Say it.
I want some like classical music.
So?
Like Final Fantasy X.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's like my favorite music though.
You want a Final Fantasy X soundtrack?
Yeah, and like the Xanakand.
Bruv.
Yeah, I told you.
Do you know what I would want?
Pokemon Go, Palatine.
I'd have 50 Cent Many Men.
That's insane.
Can you imagine getting rolled down, everyone's on your shoulder, many men, wish them above me. Nah, actually, what would I have?
Everyone carrying the casket though should have like a white t-shirt with like bullet holes and like blood.
Nah, mine would probably be that fat Hawaiian guy who sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I love that song.
I like that song.
Yeah, and I know for a fact I would get so many people crying, bro. I want it to be fucking flooded of tears.
Oh, mate, on like a little ukulele just going, oh my God.
Bro, I want to be that breaded, right? Somebody flies, I hope he's not dead, but somebody flies him and flies somebody who looks like him and can do it.
Yeah.
That'd be class.
Oh, what about Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yeah, me and The Rock will be boys by then. All right, cool. We're going to wrap it up. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. We've just hit over 500. We're going to have short little goals in between, but the main job is 1,000. We are working on getting a couple of guests in the future. But for now, you got us. So tough. If you came for us, we appreciate you so much. If you're watching, like I said, like, subscribe, drop a comment, join the Discord as well. If you have Discord, we're trying to build a little,
gaming community. That's what we're trying to do.
A gaming community, just like a community we can just talk, pitch in some video ideas, topics, whatever, etc., etc. We've got about 14, 15 people in there now. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the earlier you're in there, Listen, the more love you're gonna
we
get
got
from us.
streams as well coming up. Like we got. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it because it'll get me angry. But that Misfits. I don't want to talk
mind
about
me. It's whatever.
it. It is ass. But yeah, we got two of them. We got two of them streams coming up. Just tune into the channel.
Yeah.
Just keep tuning into the channel.
There's gonna be some more IRL videos coming soon. I'm just waiting for my specimen to come out. So soon as the dust is settled and everything with that, I'm gonna do some more IRL videos. I enjoy making IRL videos, I think, more than most things. You know, I love doing the podcasts and stuff. I love doing the live streams and that, but I feel like I can get more creative when I do an IRL video. Like the travel vlog, for instance. Probably the best video on YouTube. But, that's just me saying it. But yeah.
That is actually just you saying it.
But socials down below. Drop them a follow if you dare. But yeah, let's wrap it up. Cool. All right. Well, see you potentially next week. If not, maybe the week after. If not, listen, we'll just be about, innit? We'll be about. But we'll be on streams and stuff. So, yeah. We'll catch you next time.
Ciao, ciao.